A look at how Kenyan athletes also shone in Doha at the Doha Diamond League. Let's take a look at how our athletes stood tall.
So away they go in warm conditions here at the moment, and they come in front of us with 7 to go. Still in pursuit. Now down the back straight, the stride lengthens, the cadence increases. Tefera to the left. Is this decisive? He's lights out. They're going absolutely crazy. What a kick that is. Devastating. Brilliant win to win that was. They waited.
It's a little surprised that the pace for this particular field has been
24. That was in great shape in obviously her preferred event, the 800. And I agree.
Good down the back straight. These three pulling away from the rest. 200 metres left. Jeff Church asking all of the questions here. Ajore is strong. It's Berhe who's trying to chase, but away you go. Jeff Church here. Shirley's got this one in the bag. Shirley's going to stay. It's going to be a big win here for Nelly Jeff Church. Has been in good shape, running well, takes the win here in Doha. 4-5. Ajore second. Gemma Riki third. The youngster in fifth didn't have the legs on that last lap there. Really.
3,000 metre steeplechase. Away we go. Well, Matai and Cheretich as well, with Yavi just a little bit further back.
No, I mean, you know, it looks like it might slow a little bit here from the, as you said, the pace it was asked. But
into the water jump for the final time. Almeo is now a distant third. Yavi stumbles a little. Has she got the lead here on Cheretich? Needs a clean clearance. She gets it. Now off the final barrier. Get those legs pumping. Get the arms going. But here comes Cheretich. Cheretich coming back. It's Cheretich. Brilliant.
Well, Masalena, Botswana, they've got such strength and depth. Hingura and others who are right at the top of the world rankings. And Masalela, for me, is moving up the very tall figure of Chimaningwa of Kenya, moving up alongside Masalela. Masalela looks so comfortable. Has he got anything left, though? It's Kinyamal holding him on the inside. Masalela, though, has got enough. Bryce Hopping's rallied a little bit. The Americans coming back again. Masalela trying to hang on. Mula finishing quickly. But it's Masalela gets it. 1:43.1. Masalela, Hoppel, Kinyamal.
Amazing performance there. Dennis, before Shitera comes in, maybe you can wrap it up in 30 seconds.
Yeah, that's a brilliant performance. We got all podium position. There were Kenyan who had a medal. Yeah, you look at how Faith Cherotich, we call her Small Faith, how she managed to floor
the Faith Kipyegon.
Yes, to floor the Olympic champion Yavi. Yavi is actually former Kenyan. I've gone to her home place in
Doha.
In Makueni. In Makueni. These people live here.
She was at home. I'm talking about the
I think she's still Kenyan.
She's still Kenyan.
She's still Kenyan.
Yes, she lives in Kenya, but
dual citizen.
Yes,
yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, actually, let me just finish. I like the performance of Nelly Chepchirchir in 1,500 meters.
Yes.
Yeah, you know, that's where we are likely to get a vacuum in the coming future, because transition. Yeah, because Faith Kipyegon probably will transit to a longer distance. Yeah, seeing Nelly very composed, very commanding, and then taking the lead there from gun to tape.
Yeah.
Good performance for Kenya.
Shitera, what are your thoughts on that outstanding, basically, outing? Kenya's dominating Doha, and actually from Doha, we are heading to
Morocco.
Morocco for another leg of the Diamond League.
Yes.
Yeah. And I think Omurwa will be in Morocco again for 100 meters. And I just thought he would try the 200 meters because you could see the energy head in the 150 meters. Probably he can go for 200 and get us a gold there. I'm highly confident that he can do it. And I love how he has built his confidence over time. Remember, it is Omanyala who has given AK the vision that we can do well in sprints.
Yeah.
There were times we were going to Nyayo Stadium for trials.
We need a statue for him in that regard.
We never had trials for 100 meters.
But you know,
AK had lost hope So it took an individual.
But you know, you can't have, let me just clarify something there. For trials to happen, you have to have at least 3 people who have a qualification standard.
Okay.
Yes.
But
the timing.
But you needed to have cultivated that. It took an individual to show you that we can do it. Yes. So pick it up from where...
But he used the platform of the federation.
Pick it up from where Omanyala has done it,
and
ensure that we do not lose that. Those are grounds that we can really invest in, as you say. They are dominating our games. I'm happy that Yavi was beaten at her home ground in Doha. So this gives me confidence even as we head into the World Athletics Championship.
Another clarification, Yavi runs for Bahrain.
For Bahrain, actually.
It's the same. It's the same.
The Middle East.
It is near. Doha is near home than
Bahrain.
That is what I mean, Master. So when I say she's in home ground, she was at home.
Absolutely.
And actually, we have to applaud the Kenyans fans in the stadium in Doha.
And actually, the point I was bringing home, actually, there are quite a number of Kenyans in Doha.
The support was massive.
Immediately you land at Ahmad International Stadium. Chances are, whoever is screening you at that airport
as a Kenyan.
Be a Kenyan.
That's why Shitera is calling it home.
Yes.
Yes.
You see, that's why Shitera is calling it home.
Zita.
It's
important to note that Doha is a good hunting ground for Kenya. Remember, we beat Qatar even in football in one of our lowest moments in Doha. We beat Doha.
Yes,
and Kenyans,
in Doha.
Yeah, Kenyans of all walks of life in Doha, doing all manner of jobs, they came to cheer up the team. So I suspect if we took there the Olympics, we might just bag all manner of silverware. But be that as it may, again, I think what we did during this Diamond League meet was quite, it was phenomenal. I mean, we are upping our standards and we are doing very well. Can we hold into it and then we maintain the standards so that during the Commonwealth and the World Championship, we can replicate, the same form can replicate itself. You know, class is purely permanent. And that one is coming out for Kenyans. So, Master, the federation should now not sleep on its laurels. Let it continue encouraging these guys. And the government perhaps also needs to triple even the incentives, because other jurisdictions are trying to do that. Apart from coming to research in Kenya, even the incentive part is becoming more and more bigger.
But the government is doing a good job, I would say, because you've not had those complaints that we used to have before. Of course, we cannot match Bahrain, Doha, where Yavi went.
Yes.
Because now, you see, Bahrain is celebrating only one. We have several. I heard people complaining the other day when Ugandan athletes were received. But this to us is a tradition, so let's continue doing it.
Zita, absolutely. You can have the final word before we take a break, but I know you wasted your sprinting potential. But now, heading
away from the stadium.
Morocco, what do you expect from the Kenyans?
You know, the Kenyans don't, when it comes to athletics, they don't disappoint. Talk about athletics, they don't disappoint. Hata kama tukienda mahali, if we don't come with 3 golds, we'll come with maybe silvers. We'll come with
lack.
Yes, we'll not lack. We'll have something that we can take home. So for me, I think, as I said, I don't want to talk about the government very much, but again, they're doing something good. Like now, for the under 20 have already been paid their money. Hakuna kesi yenye mtasikia under 20 have not been paid. So, and then something is the transition that the AK are doing, the transition from now introducing the young athletes, and then we have Kipkeino coming up. Of course, we have new talents coming up. We had the Eldoret Marathon, new talents coming up, and then this is what even the other federations should learn from. See, umemaliza nini alafu mnaenda kuna baki hapa. Let's talk about tennis. Let's talk about the federation of basketball. They're doing very well now. I love it. They're doing very well. But let's talk about other federation learning from AK on what they're doing on coming up with new talents that they're
also AK should learn from others too. Yeah, help them not see themselves
as the best. But I'm just saying they're doing something good in transition. Because that one thing that is really killing us in rugby now, whereby we're dropping points because the transition took long for us to do it.
We should also see the transition in leadership.
In leadership.
Absolutely. Those are thoughts and insights of the panelists here, Zita Jimoi, Wakili Japheth, Steve Shitera, and Master Dennis Okeo. And of course, today, the question of the day, we are asking you, whom do you think will win the Kenyan Premier League title? Is it Kogalo? Is it Police? Is it Tusker? Whom do you think gonna bag the title? We want to hear from you. You can SMS us 22422 hashtag Sporty Monday. You can also X me at Citizen TV Kenya at Isaac Swiller, and we'll be sampling some of your thoughts. Now, Sporty Monday takes a brief commercial break, but stay tuned with us because when we return, we break down the EPL like never before. So don't go away.